Describe a little bit, like, I mean, this is going back in time a little bit, but like meeting up with Keenan, like, what was he like?
All of us just clicked, and you know, we all had that energy. We all had that like same interest. Yeah, like just skating. That's it.
Keenan just developed power and precision, pretty much. Like he would always teach me how to do tricks and where to put your feet and how to do it like every time, like bang, bang, bang. He had it down. Like you don't want to play skate with Keenan.
You ever heard of cock diesel weight?
I think what was cool about him as well was that he came out to the island so much, and it got to be where like family. Like he knew my mother and father really well. He'd stay with us a lot. I mean, it was kind of like a family type of thing, you know, like a brother almost.
They were both like totally different people. Like Gino was like the quiet guy, like mellow guy, and Keenan was more like the outgoing, like party guy. They're totally different people, but they were still like brothers from other mothers, you know?
Yeah, I guess like if it wasn't like for like Keenan being like so, because they actually like lived together. So if it wasn't for like Keenan being so outgoing, like and whatever, probably no one would have seen Gino ever. Keenan was like such a great person. Like he had such a great personality and everything, that when he had like his house in Hollywood, it's like if anybody came to LA, it was like, okay, like let's call Keenan because let's find out what's going on. Or at least just go to his house, and then we'll start it from there just to hang out. Because Keenan was like such an amazing guy just to hang out with on a day-to-day basis, like off the skateboard, you know what I mean? Like come to my house, we'll have drinks, we'll go out, I'll take you out. His house was like the focal point of like partying and like just having a good time and like to find some good skating, you know what I mean? But I think that there were so many people that loved Keenan as the skater, the style, like, you know, the pop, the fucking, you know, whatever he did. And then as a human being, he was such a great person, nice person, that it's like, when you got the two of those, it just made him like so rad.
Oh yeah, then Chocolate Tour was next after that, huh?
Yeah.
Is Spike Jones still on these?
Yeah.
Was that hard to suddenly have to act?
It was, man. Like especially the van scenes.
Yeah.
It was weird. I don't know. Plus, I don't think we were I wasn't in the right state back then. It was more like, I don't know. It was hard. Basically, it was hard to get through those days without having like a drink, you know. So trying to like deal with that. Like we all had that energy. We had the same interests. We all like had fun. And then I think what separated him from most people was during the times where I considered them kind of down times, or like when we were in LA for a while and we were, partying a lot, and, I wasn't really that happy with the way I was living, I guess you could say, drinking a lot and just going out and just kind of feeling trapped in that kind of like environment, and not, I don't know what you call it, trapped, or just in that routine where I couldn't find myself getting out of it. And there's a lot of times I was negged out, but he never showed any negative emotions about it. He just always is as bummed out as I can be about things I thought were important, how we're living, like this isn't right, or we should be more responsible, this and that. He was just always like, he made it seem like it didn't affect him. It was just, still have that smile on his face, and, I don't want to get on a negative tip, but to me there was always something behind it. But he just always kept it to himself, which, that's hard, It takes a strong person to do that. So, I mean, I think it was one Thanksgiving, there was like a rave. We went to a rave the night before, and I swear to God, we got so wrecked, like probably going on a couple of days, then went to this rave. We're up all night, get back to the house at like, 8, 9 in the morning, and he's a mess. Like he got to the house before me, and we show up, and he's just like, he probably wouldn't even know how to tie his shoes, like that wrecked. And next thing you know, he's in the kitchen and he makes a bird. He puts a bird in the oven and he like makes his Thanksgiving dinner, and we're like in bed, can't even think about eating or like getting out of bed. Just creep our head out of the window and we see out of the doorway and see like this turkey on the dining room table, and then people start coming to the house. He's inviting people over, and next thing you know, it's like a nice Thanksgiving meal. I'm like, how the hell does this guy have that in him to do this kind of stuff? Yeah, it's crazy.
That's why when he passed, everybody was fucking bummed, dude. Like, I remember like when he first passed, I remember walking in, and like the first thing I see is Dill like bawling. He's like, he's gone. I'm like, oh fuck, I knew it was gonna be hard. And then like you just knew like he had an effect on everybody. Everybody loved him. Like he just brought a smile on everybody's face.
Yeah.
And he was just that guy that just made things just that much better.
Well said.
Well said.
What about Keenan skating? Are there tricks of his that really stand out for you? Like, same as we were saying with Gino, like certain tricks that.
I don't know, switch flip a picnic table before anybody did it.
Yeah.
Fucking
Switch
amazing.
heel, switch flip.